You know how much this ministry's changed my life, and I mean, I was in the world, I was doing all kinds of, terrible things. I was doing drugs, and I did terrible things, in the world, and I was going downhill. I was either going to be, dead or in jail. That's what it was looking like. And the Lord literally, I remember I was watching a TV show, Sid Roth, It's Supernatural, and there was this man on there named Apostle Taylor. And he was speaking about a book that the Lord commissioned him to write. And the Lord told him to write this book. He appeared to him and told him, whoever reads this book, I'll come to. He said this book will go around the world. And literally millions have seen the Lord through this book today. And I read this book. The Lord appeared to me. He appeared to me 5 days in a row. And the last day I was in my room awake, and the Father carried me away in the Spirit to the throne of God, to Himself, Jehovah. And like the book of Revelation talks about, it says I was carried away in the Spirit. I was carried away in the Spirit to the throne of God the Father while I was awake in my room. And it changed my life. I left everything. I quit my job. I left my home. I didn't care. I had to meet this man. I walked from Tennessee to Arkansas to meet him. And I got there. I slept outside 5 days and 5 nights waiting for this man. Because I seen Jehovah. I seen the Father. I seen God. I literally seen Him. And it truly is life-changing. When you see the Lord, it changes your life. Paul, for instance, he was murdering Christians in the Bible, and this man, when the Lord appeared to him, he was never the same. He wrote over half the New Testament, and truly my life was changed. I left everything. It would be so crazy to my friends what happened to me, what I did, But the Lord truly changed me. He truly came to me, and this is what's changed my life. This is what's brought me here. And I slept outside 5 days and 5 nights waiting for, to meet this man, Apostle Taylor, who wrote this book, Face-to-Face Appearances from Jesus. And the day came, I was there. So many miracles were happening. I turned around and some lady, she was out of her wheelchair. It was amazing, I never seen anything like this. I've heard about it, but I never seen it, And I was about to leave that night, but something told me to stay. And I was like, I gotta see this man. I gotta see this man who has this heart for Jesus. Who is this man? I was telling myself, and I walked down the hall, and some lady all of a sudden comes out and she introduces me to Apostle Taylor. And I told him, how I had walked, and how the Lord had appeared to me. And the Lord immediately, He spoke to him and He told him to bring me with. And I've been here ever since, and it's unspeakable. It's amazing. I've seen the power of God. I've seen thousands of people healed. I've seen thousands of people healed. The Lord appears in these services. Jesus Christ and the Father, they appear. And they literally live in this building in Taylor, Michigan. And I've seen them. And literally people's lives are changed through this ministry. There's people from all over the world here. People have, they've given up everything. They've given up their lives for this, because the Lord Jehovah and Jesus Christ is appearing to people. And it's truly changing the world. And my life is so changed. I never in a million years imagined that I would be here, 3 years ago. I never imagined, I was going through so much trauma, so much darkness. And the Lord, I'm almost in unbelief at what He's done. And it's amazing, we'll be doing work here and Jesus will appear in the room. I'm serious, when Apostle Taylor says he lives in this building in Taylor, Michigan. Of course, the Lord's omnipresent. He's everywhere at once, but He lives in certain, He dwells in certain places that are sanctified. And this building is one of them. And He walks around this building. It's amazing. My life has truly been changed by this ministry. I cannot explain to you the Lord appearing, the Lord Jesus Christ and the Father appearing to people, in these services that Apostle Taylor does. The Lord appears in these services, and I've been changed forever. I can't imagine, I've had prophecies of what the Lord, has brought me to, and what He's doing, and it's unspeakable, and it's truly changing the world. There's kids here so young, they've given up everything because the Lord is appearing to them, and this is truly changing nations. We had a member of ISIS. He just touched the book. He touched the book, Face-to-Face Appearances from Jesus, and the Lord appeared to him. He called in to the ministry and was giving his testimony how he had beheaded, I think it was around 36 Christians. And the Lord had appeared to him. That's how merciful the Lord is. And he gave his life to Jesus. Jesus has forgiven him. It is so amazing. And the Lord is appearing all over the world. He's appearing in clouds where Apostle Taylor comes down. I remember Apostle Taylor was on his way to Canada. The Lord the Father spoke to him and said he was coming down in a cloud. And it's amazing. This you know, it's unlike anything on earth. What's happening here at this ministry, Joshua Media Ministries, and this man Apostle Taylor. He's truly a friend of God. Who on earth has the Lord told to write a book and he will appear to through this, you know, and he's paid such a great price for this to come out. Many don't understand about the price that he's paid, and you know, they think that, well, why do we just have the Bible? Why can't he just appear through the Bible? You know, if that was the case, he would be appearing all over the world through the Bible. But he fasted, he sacrificed everything, he gave away everything he had, his jets, his planes, everything for this to come out. It's amazing. He sacrificed so much for this, and he's paid such a great price for us to experience this. And I'm just one witness. I'm just one testimony. There's millions that have read this book, and the Lord's coming to whole nations. South Korea, there was hundreds of thousands of people waiting outside of this church where Apostle Taylor was going to show up, because a pastor bought thousands of these books and was just giving them out. And so many people seen Jesus through that one man passing out those books. And you know, I just encourage you to find out more about this, you know, Apostle Taylor, find out more about this book, and come be a part of this ministry. You know, come join these crusades, be a part. There's thousands of people here. I've seen people untwist out of wheelchairs that was deformed. Their bones were deformed. They untwisted. And I remember this one young man, he was pushing his mom around in his wheelchair for fun. One lady, she had 3 days to live. She had stage 4 cancer. The doctors had set a day for her to die. And at the end of the service, she was holding up her oxygen machine, and she was healed. She could breathe. She could breathe properly. It's amazing what God is doing here. My words, I don't have enough words. I don't have, you know, I just want you to come see. You know, call 1-877 The Glory. We'll pray with you. We'll tell you more about it. It's truly amazing. And I look forward to y'all coming out. I look forward to y'all being blessed. Bless y'all so much.
You too can experience the supernatural miracles of God in every area of your life, just like thousands of others. Call in now to Apostle David E. Taylor's 24/7 global prayer line to receive the prayer of agreement and experience life-changing breakthrough today. Call in now, 1-877 The Glory. That's 1-877-843-4567. Connect and follow David E. Taylor on Facebook, Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, and Livestream. For updated itinerary, events, and for more information, visit joshuamediaministries.org.
Principality of cancer is being broken.
Fire came burning through my ears.
Cancer has lost. I feel God's power beginning to flow through this room.
Are you or a loved one dying with cancer or disease? The greatest miracle and healing crusade against cancer in the 21st century.
She's had a tumor in the back of her head for a while. She said, "Mommy, it's gone." I was like, "Baby, what?" She said, "Mommy, it's gone. It's not there no more." Jesus, thank you so much. I don't know what just happened to me, but it felt so good.
Join David E. Taylor for the 2016 National Crusade Against Cancer in Detroit, Michigan, August 10th to the 12th.
I placed my hand on my arm.
You came in with tumors, and when you put your hands on them, they all disappear.
It is gone.
Was it an accident? You were in this wheelchair.
Yes, I just got up and walked. Told me to walk as far as I ever walked.
Your sick can be healed. Your dead can be raised.
Seats are free and are filling up fast. Call 1-877 The Glory to reserve your free seat today.